Good morning. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to be discussing securing your family's financial future. And securing your family's financial future is not as expensive as you think it would be. To secure your family's financial future focuses more on the life insurance and making sure that they don't lose the assets that you've worked hard all your life to purchase. The taking care of your family is something you've worked hard all your life to do. So when you're not with them, you want to make sure that everything is still in place and they can continue their standard of living. You're going to ask, why purchase life insurance? The main reason one would purchase life insurance is simply for the protection of the life insurance. You also want to have it for the peace of mind to know that your family is taken care of. And of course, the loss of income. It takes two incomes to pay the bills. It takes two incomes to provide your children everything that they need to pay the mortgages, to pay the cars, pay the credit cards. And if something were to happen that you weren't with your family anymore, your spouse would be left to take care of this and the children and sending them to college, all on what she's trying to make. Peace of mind is knowing that you have planned for your family's financial future. You have planned to make sure that in the event that you're no longer there, your income is no longer there, that your children can still go to college, that your children can still continue living in the home that you have purchased for them, continue going to the schools that you started them in, and knowing that your wife can, or your spouse can, go through the grieving period that is needed in order to make it through the process. Protection. The life insurance is simply protection as a financial asset to protect you for the what ifs. The what if you're gone on a family picnic, everything has been great and wonderful, you're having a great time with your family, and you're leaving the picnic and a drunk driver out of the blue hits your family's car, and then you or your spouse is no longer there to help the other person. This is something that happens to millions of people every day. They have not planned for their family's financial future, and their family ends up having to sell the assets that they currently have because they have that loss of income. The loss of income to your other spouse is invaluable because they depend on you. And if they lose that income, they have to change their standard of living. And whenever you're used to living in a $100,000 brick house and you have to sell that brick house in that nice neighborhood and move into an apartment, then the grieving process for your family begins all over again. Your family's not able to accept the fact that they have lost everything that you worked hard to build for them. When we look at life insurance, when purchasing life insurance, it's not only important to purchase it for yourself and for your spouse, but you need to purchase life insurance for your children as well, because as your children get older and as you get older, you become uninsurable. And what that means is you get ill with a heart attack, or you've had a stroke, or your children, something happens that they become disabled and they're no longer to get insurance. Therefore, when your children are young and you are young, it's best to purchase life insurance. You need to purchase life insurance in the amount to cover all your existing debt, and usually you want to do that with a term policy, because with a term policy you can purchase a large amount of life insurance that lasted a specific amount of time, usually over the course of your mortgage period. Then you want to purchase a whole life policy. And the reason that you talk about life insurance and protecting your family is, I'm going to reference this to the lighthouses that have been standing for hundreds of years, how they have guided our sailors in to sea so that they could arrive safely home to their families, because if they didn't make it safely home and were not able to get back out to make the money that is needed to provide for the family, their family would lose everything, just as your family would lose everything. If in the event that you're not there and your family's not able to keep everything, it kind of goes back to the fact that if the lighthouse keeper is not there to keep the light shining for the sailors, they're not going to be able to make it home. And if you're not there, your income's not there, and you have not planned for your family's financial future, then you're not protecting your family. Just remember in closing that if you want to plan for your family's financial future and you're wanting to keep them safe and keep them in the assets, then you need to purchase life insurance in order to see them through after their grieving period. Just always remember that you hold your family's financial future in the palm of your hands. Thank you for being here today. Have a good day.